been well received by the audience. How does it feel?
It feels great. It feels superb. The trailer's reaction is very good, and the film's reaction is going to be 100 times more.
I think trailer is the first communication in the business of cinema, and it communicates what the film is about. And when the trailer is received so well, I think it's extremely heartening for the filmmakers because they can expect, more pair of eyes into the theaters.
You both have worked together earlier. How different it was working for the Ghazi attack?
Difference in the screenplay was different, the story was different, the setup was different. We remained the same as people.
Okay, and what do you want to say about it?
I think the earlier film that we worked on was a comedy called Chalis Chaurasi, and it depicted something completely different, and it was a different kind of entertainment. And naturally, actors approach, their characters and their stories according to the characters and the stories. So this was a different, as KK said, was a different story and a different character. So we approached it differently.
Oh, okay. You have completed almost 20 years in the industry with stupendous roles to remember. How does it feel?
Today I'm feeling very old because everyone is mentioning that I'm here for 20 years. So that is one thing what I'm feeling. But I think when I set out from Solapur, films were never, on my agenda. But I just set out to act, and I'm still acting for last 15 years in films. So I'm happy about it, really happy.
Okay. Share experience working for the Ghazi. Was it challenging emotionally as well as physically?
It was interesting. Challenging is for those who don't have the caliber. I think we have it. So we decide on things based on whether it's interesting or uninteresting. So for me, it was an interesting journey, just to understand the trials and tribulations of all these people, the soldiers who were there in the submarine, the way they lived, the way they must have conducted themselves over a period of so many days in that little space with the constant threat of the enemy. Having a superior machinery and superior submarine with them is quite a task. So I think our respect for our soldiers grew many fold.
Did you feel patriotic or some sort of strong feelings while shooting for the film or a scene?
As actors, it is our duty to read the scene and do it the way our director wants it. It is not our duty to have our own emotions come in between anything. So our duty is to create emotions for the people who are watching it. So it's work, I guess, for actors, and we were working very hard because this film needed that, to work very hard. Everyone, not only actors, but the technicians, director, everyone. And I'm really proud that we could pull this through because this was a very difficult, film. And if, the Ghazi attack is received well by people, I think more and more young filmmakers would come forward to make such interesting films. And I think that would be the biggest achievement of the success of the Ghazi attack.
Menon sir.
What was the question again?
The question was, did you feel patriotic or some sort of feelings while shooting for the film?
When I saw the film ultimately, we all felt very patriotic. See, it's a different experience while shooting for a film. We are absolute thorough professionals. So it's possible that I'm playing a non-patriotic role. Then what do I do? So it's nothing to do with our personal feelings and emotions. We inherently are patriotic any which way. It's just that when you see a film and you know that you're a part of a film like this, even if you are not the patriotic kinds in the film, you will still feel patriotic. So when we saw the film ultimately, each one of us felt very proud of being associated with a film like this. At the same time, paying a tribute to our soldiers who are completely unsung.
How was your experience working with late Om Puri sir?
Om Puri, sir, mm, his work speaks for himself. I mean, he's a big
How was your experience?
You can't term it as experience. It's a lifetime. His experience is, we have, at least we actors, have been experiencing him through his work throughout our lives. He's been one of the sources of inspiration for people like us. So he was a big, very big actor, though not given his due in his lifetime, but I think he was a colossal figure as far as acting is concerned.
And you, sir?
I did not have a scene with him in this film. Yeah.
Do you think Bollywood is waking up to unconventional actors?
यार ये मत पूछो मेरे से, मेरा बहुत निकल जाएगा मुंह से. नहीं, unconventional means what? I don't know. I think acting, there's only one kind. What is most popular is unconventional. So what do I do to that? You know. So yeah. So unconventional, I don't know how does it define? What is unconventional? I don't know. Not acting, hamming is unconventional. Then it might be true that it's doing a lot of business. A lot of hamming, a lot of stuff which is jingoistic and whatnot. I mean, faking it is happening. It's earning a lot of business, which is fine. Kudos to them. But we have followed a particular principle of performing, where there's something called a truth of everything that you do. If that is not there, of course, then you can always loot a bank and make money. So you can become a billionaire. So it doesn't matter. So, but if you want to run a bank properly and then make money, it's a difficult job. It's not so easy. So you need to differentiate between what is conventional and unconventional. I don't know. All I know is that there's one way of approaching things, which is to be truthful to that and try and immerse yourself in that and then try and take out the best possible thing. You would never have a diamond if so much of, and you would never have a diamond if people refuse to really polish it well and, you know, take out the charcoal, take out everything else and make it shiny. So it's a whole process. So if, as long as you believe in that, I don't know whether that's conventional or unconventional. So I would say that truth is what we believe in.
You take example of all our superstars. Dilip Sahab was said he was unconventional. The way he spoke,
Exactly.
they said he was completely unconventional. Rajesh Khanna Sahab, when he came on the background of Devanand, Raj Kapoor and all that, you know, that kind of cinema, they said Rajesh Khanna hero banega. He was completely unconventional with his face and his looks. Amit ji, Amitabh Bachchan came, he's unconventional height, unconventional voice. He was rejected when he went for the audition in a radio station. And these people made those unconventions the conventions. So I think we have to be very careful when we say unconventional, because the definition of unconvention keeps on changing. And the people who are unconventional change it.
Okay, that was really good. How was your experience working with the director?
Sankalp is an engineer, basically by profession, and this is his first film. When he wrote the script, he built an entire submarine in his garage to the scale, and that is how, he knows submarine and the technicalities of the film that he is making. And I think it is extremely heartening that such young filmmakers are coming and they are making such unconventional films, and there are now producers and presenters who are there to support these kind of films. So I think that Sankalp is an example of the young directors who want to tell the story that they want to tell.
Same here, ditto, because I think here is a young man who was so immersed in his work that everything about the submarine, everything about the command change system, etc., he was so thorough about it that we didn't have to do much of work. We just had to look at him for whatever is there in the rule book, etc., etc. So he was a completely thorough. So for us, that aspect of research was only Sankalp, and we used to just approach him for whatever research material that we required. Rest, the drama aspect, we used to all work it out together. So the job became much easier because of a director like Sankalp there.